welcome back to Straight Hating Podcast.
Welcome back, welcome back.
Tonight, this is episode 88, part 3.
Part 3.
We're closing out episode 88, okay?
Threads. 88 is still popping, y'all. 88 is still popping.
Thank y'all for being with us this long on this episode.
Right.
It has been a task, and it has been a journey from start to finish. So hopefully we get to
finish.
Hopefully we get to finish today, because this is week 9 of the administration, and we need to finish out this week because this is the end of the week. So we're closing out the week because this is the end of week 9. All right. Welcome back to Straight Hating Podcast.
Woo! Welcome back.
This is episode 88, part 3.
88.
Straight Hating. This episode is brought to you by Straight Hating Fashions and More, an online store selling a new brand of merchandise called Straight Hating.
That's right.
Go check us out.
Check us out.
Cop the merch.
Cop the merch.
Go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. That's straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. I'm your host, AC.
All right.
And joining me tonight is my lovely co-host, Tasha May.
It's Tasha Mag. Say holla back.
Holla back.
Tasha Mag. Say holla back.
Holla back.
Yeah.
That's all you got for us?
Yeah, when you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha Mag. Holla back. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
How you feel today?
Ooh, I'm trying to fake it till I make it. I feel good because we're doing the part 3 of the episode, but yeah, a little sore, you know what I'm saying? But that's all right. I'm going to push through it like I always do.
It's time
So
to
let's go.
Time to close out this episode.
Yes,
You know what I'm
88, so we can move to 89.
I'm glad you guys have enjoyed part 1 and part 2.
Thank y'all so much.
I hope you still enjoy part 3. It may not be as exciting as part 1 and part 2 because this is actually the closure, but we're still going to bring it to you how it is.
And we're going to give you closure.
And give you closure.
Yes.
So, what we're going to do is do some shout-outs.
Yes.
Since we haven't done any shout-outs in the last two parts, still one episode, last 2 parts, here's some shout-outs.
Okay.
All right, shout out to Keisha Lost Riley from IG.
All right, thank you.
Shout out to Jeffrey Investors from Facebook.
Okay.
Shout out to Janice Dunn from Facebook. Shout out to Enrique Martinez from TikTok.
Thank you.
Shout out Lavette Empress Pisces from TikTok.
Thank you.
What's up, sis? Shout out Love and Wages from TikTok.
All right.
Shout out Ahmed from TikTok.
Okay.
Shout out Renita Gibbons from TikTok.
All right, you doing them names. Go ahead now.
Shout out Moray Trex PP from TikTok.
All right.
Shout out Alejandra from TikTok.
Okay, Alejandra.
Shout out Queenie from TikTok.
Okay, thank you.
Shout out Yehoah from TikTok.
All right.
Shout out my main man Tom Ellis
Yay.
at Carolina Car Connection on Facebook.
Yes.
Go
yes.
check them out on Facebook.
Check them out.
Go subscribe, like the page. You'll see it'll say Carolina Car Connection with a red and black logo.
Okay.
With a car, red and black logo. If it's anything else, it's not him. Go to Tom Ellis at Carolina Car Connection. If you're looking for a vehicle of any kind, car, SUV, truck, any kind of plan you have, perfect credit, no credit, whatever credit, he will take care of you. He got different stuff. Listen, go see him. Go check it out. Put in your stuff in the comments on his page and let him know that you were sent by Straight Hating Podcast.
All right.
Again, go to Carolina Car Connection on Facebook.
Yes.
On Facebook. On Facebook.
On Facebook.
All right. We got more. Actually, we have a hell of a lot more shout-outs to do. Thanks to this episode and the week prior, we had a lot of engagement.
Yes.
A lot of engagement. So we have a lot of people to shout out. So we're going to do it slowly and shout out throughout the episodes. The new episodes coming. a little bit at a time. We can't do everything at once, there's too many names, but with a little bit at a time. So please keep liking, subscribing, putting comments in. Go to our YouTube page, subscribe on our YouTube page, like and comment. If you see us on Facebook, Instagram, please like, comment, and share. We definitely appreciate it. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us motivated. That's what keeps us doing our thing.
Right.
And that's how we get paid. Okay? So please keep doing so. Keep liking, comment, subscribe. The more you like, comment, subscribe, the more we get our pay in, the more we can start putting more stuff out and keep bringing it to you. Okay? Also, we definitely love your comments. I don't care if it's positive or negative.
Right.
Please bring it so we can talk about it, discuss it, and we're going to shout you out. You know what I'm saying? So please do so. We're on 13 different platforms. There's no way you can't find us. But my main platform that I like is YouTube. Please go subscribe on YouTube. We need some more subscribers. Thank you so much. And what we're going to do today, we start with entertainment news.
Okay.
Entertainment news. So, and I have some clips for you. Let me go check out the clips. All right. This past week, Lauren LaRosa and Jess Hilarious from The Breakfast Club was going at it back and forth for at least a week and a half. And here's the clip.
I'm feeling it real time. That be quiet. That was crazy. Crazy. The shut up. I was like, oh, okay. Because what we really giving up here? Like, what's up? Okay, right. But I didn't know that was said. You didn't say anything about that. And then when I pulled you into the office with our EP with Eddie, the first thing I said to you was, Jess, we fighting for airtime and it shouldn't be like that. I want to know what can I do better as a producer? What can we do better as the two women sitting right here next to each other to make sure that don't happen, because it doesn't look good. It's not going to play well for either one.
I literally swear to God, I don't even remember you saying it.
And that's exactly why I had Eddie in the room, or EP.
I never ever heard that.
Because
you've pulled me to the side a few times to ask me, are you okay? How do you feel like about the stories and things like that? You've never said what you just said to me. Now listen. I have said, hush, shut up. Yo, you over talk. And like I said, I'm not about to be up here fighting for no mic. Like, I'm not doing it. If I already got the job, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm not. It's four voices. Three of us are very opinionated. You know what I mean? Me, you, and Charlamagne. I'm not saying he don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you over talk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
my mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown ass woman.
Yeah, I understand. You could have said that on air right there and there. But right after, when you say you pulled me in the office, you never pulled me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
Okay.
And I did or not. Our first conversation, I said, if I ever have an issue with you, I'm going to handle it in a way where we can get through a conversation, because we grown, and regardless, you don't got to love me, you don't got to like me, but we here together. I'm here.
And listen, like I said earlier, the internet loves me.
Yes, you are here.
And one of the easiest ways to create is to pit women against each other.
And you're here because of an opportunity that I extended.
Regardless
Like, no. I'm not sitting here like you don't deserve to be here. I'm not sitting here like you're not here. Like you're not here. You're not going anywhere. That's not. Let's first and foremost, let's get that. It may be my delivery or whatever. But yeah, you are here. I ain't never say you shouldn't be here. I said from the whole jump, yeah, Shorty do the job, great, she's amazing. That's why I want it to be her segment.
I think y'all can work very well together. And once again, you gotta stop letting the internet pit y'all against each other. I know the internet has created a narrative, Lauren versus Jess versus Lauren.
But that's what it is.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Is the internet is there. We see it. None of us can ignore it. I saw that Corey thing 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Didn't say nothing about it.
Y'all clear up everything else. I want to clear up. I'm not doing that. I don't like you. I'm hating on a big fan. I'm gay. That's true. That's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, Jess, it went so bad that I said wasn't gonna do it again.
To do what?
I don't dislike you. You don't dislike me. The day you came back. The day you came.
The way when I did come back, Mark, you have to admit that was crazy. The way we had a setup, we had something going, we had a whole nother plan. It went left. You came here and it's like you did something totally different.
I feel
First thing
like
that you spoke to was the things in the comments.
I feel like
So
I had a
what are we
behind the
talking
scenes
about?
meeting on air, which is kind of cool. But let's go to commercial or something, and then come back.
Well, we need a resolution, bro. We'll take some phone calls, but like I'm resolution based and not argument based. So let's
Wait, shut up. You're the number one beige raised person. You ain't never come up with a resolution in your life. Cut it out.
Well, I just want to say, Jess, what you feeling, we feel it together. And when the other thing happened that I called you about, I said that to you.
What was the other thing? Oh, you want
The academics thing. And I want you to know, I responded to this.
To me, it's just leave.
I responded to that on Twitter. I didn't send it to you. I didn't feel like I had to. I did. But I called you about it.
The comments. Stop listening to the comments.
Let me talk.
In real life, we love everybody. Y'all love each other. This can work.
It will work. It will work. What I'm no, because this
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Don't make
Negative topic, and that was the problem because we're talking about
Exactly.
it.
What I'm saying is that this will work, but sometimes this might have to happen, and it's happening with love. Because when I saw Jess crying, I came in here because I care about. You have to be okay for all of this to be okay. And I'm a producer at the end of the day. You my talent. We gonna be straight. Everything's gonna be fine.
Let's take some calls, and then we'll come right back. 800-585-1051. If you want to talk, you want to discuss. Of course, Lauren's here, Jess here, I'm here, Charlamagne's here. Let's have a conversation.
We're queer.
Yeah, this
Good song, Greg. Finally some production up here. Stop acting like this is a goddamn high school. Okay, that is the one thing Jeff said that's absolutely true.
All right, I'm gonna cut out, stop it right there, because it went a little further more than what I want to do. Hey, but listen, this was going on for like a couple of weeks. You know, Jess was was online on different platforms, was ranting and telling her part of how she felt and everything. Then they finally discussed it, whatever. So what you guys say about this?
Hey, don't listen to social media.
But social media and stuff, people do like we do. We got comments and stuff that's positive, negative, and there's influence. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, don't listen to social media. Talk it out. They making me wanna use my accent right now. Don't listen to social media. Talk it out, and these ladies can come together. Lauren was on the show when Jess was pregnant and everything. She went into maternity leave, and then Lauren was in there. As basically the number one lady to Jess came back, and then Jess kind of feel they feel a little way because each lady feel they've been the lady, had the number one spot. So they just got to get it together because both got different segments and they bring different things to the table. So I feel they need to hash it out, whatever they got going on. I thought they had hashed it out because it was a live. Last week, I heard them say, this is the problem that I have with you, and this is the problem that I have with you. And then they say at the end of the day, it's all love and all kind of stuff, but it seems like it's still going on. So, ladies, don't, argue on social media. Talk to each other. Don't even argue on social media, point blank, period. If you're going to read the comments and bring it to the other attention off the air.
I think
don't put it out in social media.
From when I was from start to finish, and I was paying attention to the whole thing from start to finish, with the other posts and stuff that they was doing, it came across as Jess was really trying to let Lauren know that when I'm speaking and doing my segment, she felt like her segment was being taken by Lauren because Lauren kept interrupting and whatnot. She felt like, it's not my word, she felt like Lauren interrupting her and taking her spot, like they competing for one segment,
right?
Versus they have their own segment.
Because Lauren more on the lawyer side, and Jess is Jess with a mess.
Well, Jess, Lauren's actually a producer, and then she came in to fill in, but then she stayed on, but then it seemed like just feel like she didn't know what was going on. She felt like Lauren should put a left after she came back.
Right.
But since they both there,
They decided to keep both of them.
right, and somebody that was competing. She felt like they was competing for the same information, the same spot, and then she felt like Lauren kept interrupting her when she bring the news and taking her spot. So it was more like, and I think a lot of people that's on these platforms, we get that way sometimes. You got to learn how to communicate. Learn how. I mean, it's gonna happen. You're gonna bump heads because different days people have different emotions. So one day you might feel this way, next day you might feel another way. Then we both take a spot or whatever. It happens. I mean, it happens with us. Not in the same manner because we discuss stuff off air. And plus, I edit some of the shit out sometimes. You know, when it goes left.
This is your show.
Right. But it's been time periods that let's be honest.
I might have overspoke.
And then in fact, part
I
one
need to get my.
was not actually going to air of '88 because it went to a different direction. I was actually part two was actually going to be the first part. But then I'm like, shit, it was actually good information. I just had to work on it and do that stuff. But we got that flow of communicating with one another that worked. You see when things work out, we flowing back and forth, and then when we debate about something, especially with sports, because we get highly combative or what? What's the word? With sports, it's more like competition, competitive. So we both competitive. So, but it's a line that sometimes you got to learn how to not cross the line. So I think every woman has to learn how to work on that right there. I mean, what do you think? Right as of now, they're back. It's cool now. They're cool now. Actually, Lauren actually has another show that's borrowed from this. So they still doing their thing. So that's one part of drama. In fact, and I want to be honest. Can I be honest?
Yeah, me too.
It's not the Breakfast Club. I look at them and stuff online and stuff like that, and I see clip stuff. But I was never a fan of Breakfast Club. But it's not throwing any shots. I think they're still cool. I just was more like when they first came, when they took one radio station. We listened to mostly on what was it? Ricky Smiley's show. I'm one of the Ricky Smiley fans. We was listening to that like every morning. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that was my daily thing. You know what I'm saying? Then they took over their radio station in the area that we were in and went to them, and I was always kind of bitter because I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But that happens, different shows take over different. When I was in Maryland, that happened also. But not with that show, other shows. But here in where we're at now, and I was like, I couldn't really feel, saying there. I really couldn't feel the show.
I was cool with the show, and I had liked the fact that Angela Yee was on the show because it's still like, even though it was men on the show, Angela Yee still brought like a girl power to the show. So it's always good. I think that's why Jess became a part of the show, because she was just coming in for to do like a segment. Right. And everything, and then it started working out, and fans loved her, and that was like their next woman of the show, because it's like it's more interested when you can have that male female interaction and like opinions from both sides. So I think that's kind of like why they was like going into it. But I really was like had liked the show. I didn't like the fact that they took over 98.5. And that's down here in our area. They took over 98.5 in place of the Ricky Smiley morning show, because I love that show, and I'm always laughing and crying when I'm on my way to work. This show, I'm more like, I get my giggles in and that kind of stuff, but it's more entertaining, and like the call-in is crazy and stuff like that. But I had to love me some Ricky Smiley.
Yeah, we love
been,
that show.
These guys been doing their thing for years, you know what I'm saying? And like I listen to it every now and then, like I'm on my way to work, just to hear, like some reality going on in the world, instead of just listening to my Sirius XM or just listen to like the regular radio where they just playing music. Like, they bring out entertainment in the world, they bring out politics, and things of that nature. So like,
I think now I still don't listen to them on the radio, but when they come across my feed or whatnot, and I see some clips and stuff like that, I entertain it. I look at some videos and stuff like that, and I still appreciate it. I have nothing against them. I just never really grew into being a true fan. I mean, I respect their show. I like their show. When I do see it on my clip stuff, but I'm not a real fan. I still want the Ricky Smiley one show to get back, but I still want them to be great also. They are great shows. So Breakfast Club, so everything to y'all, what I'm saying, big ups to y'all and whatnot. So that was just my little take. I wanted to put that out there and be real about that. 'Cause I don't want you. I know you knew how I felt about it. I don't want to be fake about how I felt about that show, but y'all cool. You know what I'm saying? Just I was never really a fan, but that's just on the one take on them. I hope y'all make it. Hope success on everybody on that show, and everything's going well. Just learn how to work together and keep things like that off the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can't really tell people how to use their platforms.
right. And plus, Charlamagne, he from South Carolina, so you know what I'm saying. I big up people.
I think he's the reason why I really never liked the show.
And he's one of the reasons why I was like, okay, SC, let's go.
He's the reason why I didn't like the show.
Because you're a hater. You're not from around here.
And I really don't understand why. I just never really, I don't know. It just but I do like. Listen, on the other point, I love your success, brother. Keep going, keep doing your thing. You're doing your thing, so I'm giving you big ups on that. So keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on you on that. I just never.
I'm pretty sure he appreciates it.
I was really. It's kind of hard to explain. Cause people say, "Well, you hating all that." I'm not hating on you. I just never. I never really meshed with it, kind of. But it's got nothing to do with your prop. Giving you props. Props is due. You doing your thing. Keep doing it, brother. Keep doing it. The whole show. All right. So I'm gonna change to something else. And this is way overdue. George Foreman, American professional boxer and businessman. He passed away on March 21st in Houston, Texas.
Was I working too hard? I ain't know that.
Hey, George Foreman. Because during our busy schedule, working and everything, and then we doing the 2 episodes. It turned out the 2 episodes. Now it's the 3rd one in the same episode joint.
Yeah, but I've been having my news feed. Oh my God, rest in peace.
Yeah, he passed away on March 21st, George Foreman, and everybody know how big he is. He had the great boxer. Everybody got the George Foreman grills and all that kind of stuff. I never really got one, but enough success. His family. I thought it was strange, though. It was funny when I was growing up, and I'm like, this dude named all his kids George, all his boys, his sons George. So you go out there, George. And all his sons, you know what I'm saying?
Junior.
I thought that was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But enough respect. Gotta give all respects and props to him and his family. He paid away a lot of stuff. He's one of our heroes and whatnot.
Yes, great boxer.
Rest in peace, George Foreman.
Be a great father, because I really never heard about him with any bad stuff like that with his family in the news.
Right.
So
rest in peace, George Foreman. No doubt.
Hey,
no doubt.
2025 is taking them. Jesus.
It turns out here's some great news. That's some sad news on that one. Here's some great news. Yo, Lamar Jackson. Again, my man, Lamar has doing acting now. Yo, he's on the show Raising Canaan. Yo, he doing his acting joint. Yo, go check it out. You know what I mean? My man is he's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I had to give big ups to Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. You know what I mean? Yo, he's acting in Raising Canaan. I know a lot of you need to see it. If y'all don't have it, it's on Stars. And I'll get more information on that, on how to do that when we start talking about movies and shows and stuff. What you guys say about that?
Hey y'all, take a look at Lamar Jackson and take a look at DC Young Fly. They look like they could be brothers. When DC have his braids in the hair, they look like they related. I wonder if they related.
You think so?
They look related.
Kind of, yeah. Well, we in certain angles and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah. So especially that angle right there.
Lamar, his like big-headed brother.
Said rated.
With weight on him. DC, his Lamar little brother with no weight on him.
Right. No doubt.
If you acted Lamar, congratulations to you, because you probably ain't gonna win the Super Bowl again. So
yo.
Shots fired.
I'm gonna give y'all some information. Yo, we are coming back. We coming back. We doing our thing. We ready.
Hey, maybe
we getting ready
this is
right
the way
now.
for you to get an award, a trophy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you go, Lamar. Go LJ. Get a wash trophy because you can't get another Super Bowl.
Okay. And scene.
No scene.
Okay.
It's facts.
Yeah, scene.
Dad can't get one either, so hey.
Hey yo, I got some breaking news, right? It just came into me by text.
Oh,
Breaking news. Just came into me by text.
breaking news.
Yo.
Oh Lord.
And I'm going to shout out Dre from Northeast DC. Shout out to Dre from Northeast DC.
What's DC?
Was now DA, formerly known as, you know what I'm saying? Yo, they live in a place that's formerly known as, right?
Just like their team.
Yo, formerly known as, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, your team match the name. Y'all formerly known as Redskins. Formerly known as the football team, which is the dumbest name ever because everybody has a football team. Everybody's a football team, all right? So, formerly known as, what else?
The Commodores.
Now that the Commodores, you know what I'm saying, not that singing.
No, they still formerly known.
Well, they still Commodores? The season didn't start yet, so they still the
went to the
Commodores.
Super Bowl, so they ain't the Commodores.
Yeah,
anymore.
right.
They just...
There was Commanders, now that the Commodores. And what's a damn commander? That's like a slave name, right? Or some.
I don't know. Y'all might as well have kept the other name.
Might as well kept the Redskins. Y'all be some slave
I
shit.
said the other name. Should have just kept the football
Well,
team.
let's get back to the damn story that was sent, right?
Okay.
Dre from Northeast DA. Y'all DA now, fully known as.
Is it official?
He's still working on it, you know what I'm saying? They're working on it right now, DA. Y'all about to get used to it, right? DA means District of America. Y'all gonna be a District of America.
That like DOA? Just like they team, DOA?
Okay, I'm not gonna.
District of America.
Okay.
That's DOA.
A is America. E is not. B is not. E? What are you talking about? E?
I said DOA.
Okay.
I didn't say E.
Well,
District
the
of
O,
America.
well, the O is usually D. Just D.
But it's better
A.
if you say DOA.
Might as well since it's DOA now, right? Well, DOA usually means unalive on arrival, right? DOA, unalive on arrival, right? I'm saying unalive because I can't say the other word.
That's not what it
So
means.
y'all unalive on arrival, right? DOA. Damn, y'all unalive on arrival, right? Hey, yo, check this out. Let's get back to the story, right? Yo, I got, and I want to do the research on this because this is coming from a DOA cat. So I gotta know, find out if they true, because they really be beefing up information anyway.
Okay.
But the information, their source coming from Fox 5 News, Fox 5 DC. It's called Fox 5 DC now. So Fox 5 DA. President Trump just signed, this came today. See, they in the DA, so they get the information directly when they're in the DA. because DAs are so damn small, you really could walk right straight through. You literally could walk from one end of the no, that's another thing, right? Literally, you can walk from one end of the state to the other end of the state.
The state. You giving them too much credit.
It's too much credit. Let's say DA is it's a fucking community, right? It's a big ass community, right?
It's very bigly.
It's bigly, and it's broken into. It's got northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, and in the center is a big ass circle. That's where all the people go to work. You know what I'm saying? So
that's where the capital is.
Let's back to them. Listen, President Trump just signed a new executive order targeting D.C., formerly known as. The order establishes the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force, which aims to target crime, immigration, and graffiti. The executive order targeting D.C., enforce immigration law, crack down on metro crime, boost presence of law enforcement, restore monuments. Restore monuments? Damn. They about to erase y'all for the fucking, y'all about to be erased and moved. Y'all about to be moved and erased. I mean,
yeah, already making us, or made them, I don't know if it's already done, but the Black Lives Matter is supposed to be removed or being.
Well, they did. They took it off. They took it off the streets. It was painted on the streets. They fucking scraped and take it off the damn streets. They removed signs. And they want people to react and stuff on this stuff. So it's like, what their plan is, if he stays in the office and get these stuff passed, he's gonna, how you say it? What's the best words? Renovate, change, make new. You're gonna see Trump name on everything. They can get it passed by the Democratic judge there. You're gonna get Trump name on everything because he's a demigod. You probably see some gold statues and shit. And he's gonna put, you got the northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast, and probably just move everybody out. And that's sad as fuck though, because people live there for years. That's their lifestyle and whatnot. Let's be on the real honest part. That's just sad as fuck. Why are you gonna? What's the point? You're already trying to do it. You're trying to do it with Gaza. Talking about you're gonna take over Gaza. And the only way to take over Gaza, that means you have to have a military force. Let's be real. The only way to take over Gaza, you gotta have a military force to do this. To go in, distract people, abduct people, really. Abduct and kidnap people, and then move them into other countries that they never asked to do. Now, rebuilding and help rebuilding is one thing, but to take over, it's criminal. And that's what, if you go back in the history of European history, of how they gentrified, or to say the nice words, I'm trying not to get away from other stuff, and how they took over colonies. They took over colonies. No way to take over colonies. You need military, and you got to do it force. No one agreed to shit like that. No one in history. And this is part of history, which history is repeating itself. That's why it's called Make America Great Again. Going back to the again part, which never exists unless you're taking over something. So we went from this to that, and that's what they're trying to do to you guys. They're going to try to take over. This is about graffiti, crime. So what they're trying to say, immigration and graffiti and target crime. Okay. Everyone wants to be in a crime-free area. Mm-hmm. And nothing's wrong with that. The problem is how you're going about to do it. If we have police there trying to make it crime-free as we're speaking right now, without any documentation or bills written, we have police there. I've seen DC cops. There's DC cops. There's Metro police. There's a surrounding area of police and everything who's always combating crime. Also, they're doing bullshit. It's not the crime that's on the issue. It's the injustices. That's it, right? The injustices, numeral, that is being employed. Now, doing an extra bill on top of what they already have going on, they're going to enforce and give. They're also already trying to do immunity for cops. They're trying to do immunity for cops already. That's already a bill that they try to put out. The immunity for the law enforcement. Which means if you give immunity to law enforcement, they have power, even more power, to do anything without guilt or consequences. Immunity for cops, and then you're going to put an additional bill to restore and all that stuff. Aren't we already trying to crack down on crime? Aren't we already trying to work on law enforcement? Are we already trying to do immigration law? Why would you need to put in more bills to do the same thing that you have in place? Because when someone puts these bills in, it takes a while to get rid of certain bills. You got to fight this other bill. There's other bills in place. It's like you got stuff on top of stuff that you can't get out of shit now. Now we're just stuck in some doo-doo that we can't get out of. And he uses it, and he's not a dumb person. He's smart. But y'all giving him too much damn power, too much leeway to do indestructible stuff.
That part.
And I know I said a lot of crap about DC, but no one deserves this. Because if they do it to smaller places, they can't do everything at one time. So they pick out to do small places at a time. Small places. Get this spot. Then let's do this spot. Then let's do this spot. Now, you have these things in place in different areas. Now, they have a group of people that are always working together. Now you got nothing to stop you to do more, take over more land. They take over an area within that area that we already live in. And that's internet, that's domestic. And then we threaten to take over international land. We're going to take over Canada. The way he says it, he's not saying we're going to make a deal with Canada to see what we can become something of space together to work in a unity, blah, blah, blah. He says we're going to make them our states. When you make something, that's force. That's force. In order to force it, you need military action, you need combat action. You're going to force something. We're going to take over Greenland. Greenland don't want your punk ass. Greenland has been good for years. Now, not saying we're going to do work with Greenland and see can we become a united front to work on something. We're going to take over Greenland.
You're taking over.
We're going to take over Gaza. We're going to take over this. And while we work, we're going to take over international shit. We're going to take over some domestic shit. Since D.C. is the middle of, is our capital, first of all, I don't even know how it's a state or really, it's really fucking small, right? No, okay, I'm not going back and forth. I'm not going back there. Okay. After I talk about D.C., I want to keep going forward. And I've heard through the grapevine that a lot of D.C. cats don't like what I'm saying about their D.C. spots. Okay, I've worked there, I've been there, I've visited there, all kind of stuff. Please go to my YouTube, put dislike. Shit, put dislike, put your comments in, put your name in. Then I could definitely get you a shout out and respond to your comments. Go to my Facebook page. Put your comments in, you piece of crap, talk about DC, and then I will respond. I will say thank you. And I will shout you out, because your name is on there. So I welcome all the comments.
The good and the bad.
I would love positive comments, but I would love the negative comments too. And I don't agree with, again, to be real, I don't agree with Trump is doing. I don't agree with shit he's doing. But out of every bad person that does bad shit, every now and then he drop a little nugget, good nugget here,
Fancy checks.
And that's to keep us blinded about the other bush that he does. It's all a plan.
Right.
It's all a
We
plan.
be talking about this while he's signing away on this.
If you do one good thing, then be like, okay, he did this, he did this. Now he fucked up 10 more bad stuff. Like, well, what about the good thing that he did? What about all this fucked up shit that's fucking us up?
Does the
That's other
good
bullshit.
really outweigh the bad?
And the good doesn't outweigh the bad. But yeah, segregation. Yeah, let's. Since that's the hottest topic, are we done with segregation? Apparently not in America, right? Yo, the land, what? The land of the free? Yo, the France. France has requested the Statue of Liberty back, right? Listen, I'm born and raised in New York. Take that bitch. That Statue of Liberty know this shit to people who actually lived in New York or from the States. That's just some shit, some props. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Hey, can I be honest?
As a New Yorker, go ahead.
Listen,
Talk your talk.
I'm born and raised in New York. Also been raised in South Carolina. And listen, I can say some shit. The Statue of Liberty never did shit for people that is in America. It's a fucking statue to give hope to people that's outside of America so they can come into America. Again, so you don't know. It's a fucking welcome sign for others to come into fucking America. It did shit for people in America. It did shit to the communities I lived in. It did shit for the city. It did shit for Brooklyn. It did shit for Manhattan. It did shit for Harlem. It did shit for Bronx. Those are the main parts that I lived in. What did it do what does that fucking sign do? What does that well, Michael said sign, that's what it fucking is. A big ass sign that they changed the history on the sign anyway because she was originally holding fucking chains. Liberty. Liberty from the chains of slavery. But then they changed to take the chains off and put a fucking torch and this other shit that's in her other hand from the real history of that liberty sign. Liberty. Liberty from the slavery. But it's not that. Because they changed the bitch anyway. The bitch is standing up there for other people to come in. Now, for this melting pot to be the way it is, how can you not like the immigrants that came over this bitch through your welcoming sign? The bitch is there for that. And now we hate immigrants? All you motherfuckers are immigrants. And all y'all immigrants. Every one of y'all immigrants. There's no such thing as white as a color. There's no such thing as a black. There's no country called white. There's no country called black. Every nationality has a name to them because of the country they came from or originated from. Indian, from India. Iran, from Iraq. Let's see, Chinese people, China, Japanese people, Japan, Japanese American, Chinese American, Native Americans, because they fucking native of this country, the Indians, native of the country, they're Native Americans, the true Americans, but when you put it on paperwork, it says Native American, not just native, but then you have whites. No white American. So I've been saying this for years. Because you don't have the American behind your name, you think you own the bitch. Which is a problem. Because it starts a mental problem, a mental process. Then you learn this shit. So we don't have to sign up that says white American. Because we're already Americans. Whites are already Americans. So you talk this speech and when y'all talking to people, we're the true Americans. Because we're white, we're true Americans. Because there's no American name behind your name. So you think we're the true Americans. Everybody else, African American, Chinese American. You motherfuckers are Europeans, Irish. You motherfuckers are not from here. All you did is came and then change the fucking history over and over and over again. You create the history, change the history. When people start learning their history, oh shit, it's a problem. This motherfucker learning history. It's a lie. It's all fake news. It's fake news. It's not real history. Motherfucker, you got your own shit. The only culture of people in the world who don't have culture is white people. European Americans. Wow, that's something bad. No. Afro-Americans, African Americans, Afro-Americans, we have culture that reigns out to the whole fucking world. Chinese people even have fucking culture that they stick to when they have their gatherings or whatever. Every culture has a culture except white people because you don't know who the fuck you are. If you adopted your original names as Irish Americans, then you have an Irish culture. European Americans, then you have a European culture. Italian Americans, you have the Italian culture. But when you're white, you have no fucking culture. Everything you have is adopted and taken from every other culture. Then only reason white is a thing because you have to prove and disprove of another race, and you call them black. That's how the names came up, white and black. There was never a name such as white and black ever in history. You came up with the name white because you had to distinguish yourself different from the other culture, which is you say they were black. And you made everything black to be bad, everything white to be good, holy, miracle, everything. When you look at the fucking dictionary, you look up black. Black is demonic, bad, nature, demonized. White is angels, prophetic, all kind of bullshit. Look up the dictionary. I used to read this shit in the dictionary growing up. And you know that does a motherfucker, a young black person, Afro-American person, African-American person, reading the fucking dictionary with this bullshit in it. I remember this shit. I remember every fucking thing. I'm like, how the fuck is black bad? So you teach us this shit. When we read this shit, when we study this shit, we thinking, well, we're bad. Then you automatically say this shit on the news for years. I'm almost 50 years old. I've never heard you guys love or say anything really good about black people unless you're taking something. Taking our music, then you call it yours, then it's good. Take our food and history and then say it's yours, then it's good. Whitewash anything African and put white faces on it and then say it's yours. How the fuck, if you do believe in stuff in the Bible, if you do believe in shit in the Bible, how the fuck is Moses and all them motherfuckers white when they were living in fucking Africa and all the different areas that was not America or European, and they fucking white? Even in the Bible it says Jesus went to Africa to hide from the king. How the fuck is a white boy gonna hide in a fucking country full of black people? But y'all believe shit like this. You mean if a country full of black people with not much shade, all fucking sun, you got the trees and shit, most of the stuff is no sun, no cactus, you got pyramids and shit, so you got mostly sun shit. If you white and you stand in the sun, your skin gonna get dark. You're not gonna stay pale-faced in the fucking sun. It's impossible. Now, back to Jesus. This white boy, a white baby, gonna go into a country full of black people and not be seen? You mean we're so fucking blind in a time period that we don't know our skin color, that motherfucker's skin color? This shit's a lie. Then you put this fucking gay ass person on our pictures and say, this is Jesus. Put us on your wall. You go to some black churches and all kind of shit. I was always disgusted with this shit growing up. I'm gonna tell you now, I was so fucking disgusted growing up. See this white gay dude on the fucking back of the wall, looking like a woman. In the Bible, it describes what Jesus looked like. If you believe in the Bible, it describes exactly what Jesus looked like. Skin of bronze. I didn't read my Bible in a while. I remember every fucking thing in that bitch. Skin of bronze. Hair was different. It was not fucking pale face or thin long hair like a woman. You whitewash every fucking thing. Hell, if you want to be honest, Jesus' name wasn't Jesus. You called it Jesus because you couldn't pronounce his regular name and you want to pronounce stuff. Because back in those days, any name that was given to people that's in the white culture, that was in America, they would change the name because it would make it sound differently than how they sound. They couldn't even pronounce certain names correctly. You got motherfuckers look like Jethro trying to say a name, they change the name. They couldn't say Indian. They say rednecks or when they talk about Indians. I remember them damn TV shows and shit growing up. They would say different names for Indian and shit. It was so fucking racist growing up watching this shit. Man, y'all taught us racism through TV shows. I remember all the fucking TV shows. We only have fucking 13 channels. I remember all the goddamn racist TV shows we watched. And I was gonna be good. My mama, I love her to death. But she loved them damn racist black and white country shows. She loved them shits to death. I can't stand watching them motherfuckers. But she loved them shits. Rawhide and Gunsmoke and I don't know how we got this motherfucker. I said the word segregation and it lit up. I said the word segregation and it got me hot. Fuck it. Y'all want to segregate? Fuck it. I remember last time I went to a fucking white restaurant. I don't like bland food. I like my shit with soul. Hell, I eat crab legs. Fuck who sell it to me. Crab legs for the goddamn ocean. I eat crab legs and shrimps. You can't fuck that up. What you gonna do? Under-seasoned crab legs? Yeah, you could. And for white people, salt is not no goddamn seasoning. You can't just over salt, motherfucker. Get other salt stuff like Lawry's and lemon pepper shit. Those seasonings that makes a flavor and shit. Salt is not a fucking flavor. I'm not sure how I got from one point to the other point, but this is shit I've been living and dealing with all my fucking life. Now, when I went to visit Spain, now they have a different culture. They walk around in certain parts of Spain. They walk around fucking topless. Motherfuckers walk around there and see that all day long. They're like, okay, that's just another set of titties walking by me. Like it was normal. You imagine put that shit in the damn States, in the fucking beach, or walk around topless? Motherfuckers be in jail. Oh, I got to touch them titties. Motherfuckers can't handle this shit like that. There's different cultures out there that Americans cannot fucking handle. I remember in Germany, it's the Autobahn. You got you don't really have too much speed limits on the Autobahn, but certain places do have speed limits. But go by certain cities. They've been for years. I remember 30 years ago. I'm telling my fucking age. 30 years ago or more, they were trying to do the Autobahn in the States. Motherfuckers can't drive regular in this motherfucker. You gonna do an Autobahn? The fastest place is really 95 on the big highways. And they do 80, 85. And these motherfuckers can't drive. I drove 95 for years up down that motherfucker. I can't stand 95. Motherfuckers can't drive. I'm watching truck drivers sleeping and driving across the damn road and shit. Now you got flying cars. Flying cars? Planes can't stay in the fucking air. You got flying cars. They're working in California right now, so fucking flying cars. You got drunk drivers now crashing this shit. Now you have some drunk people flying in the goddamn a spaceship car. This because we got technology and we got the means to do shit. That means we need to do shit. Let me say that again. This because we got the means to do shit, the technology to do shit. That don't mean we need to do shit. You go into self-destruction. That's what we headed for. Fucking self-destruction. We've been taught this shit in the 80s. We made a song called fucking self-destruction. That was mainly for the black community. But now we worldwide, we in the fucking self-destruction. Why the fuck we need cars that fly? When you pull us over, what the fuck gonna pull us over at? Motherfucker, we 100 feet up. Pull the fuck over. You should be driving that car, flying that car. What the fuck will we pull over at? We got so much. Listen. Think about this shit, right? Think about this shit. We got so much injustices right now that hasn't been cleared up over the years. Has never been cleared up. It got worse as the years went by. It just got quieted because of technology, because things wasn't really being posted. But when we start getting the camera phones and shit, things start coming out. Now white people like that. I didn't know they were doing that. And then when you post some shit saying they're being beaten up or unalive, it must be a backstory to it. I've heard it so long for the last 10 years, it must be a backstory to it. What the fucking backstory to motherfucking unalive with no weapon? That's just say a motherfucker have a weapon in his hand. You should be pumping 6 bullets in the motherfucker because he got a weapon in his hand? A person, a young Air Force guy, a couple of days ago, was just unalived in his house. The policeman went to the wrong fucking house. But they haven't admitted that part yet. A white lady walked the cop to the house and said there were disturbances in the house. There's nobody else in the house but this guy. They say he had a gun in his hand. And the policeman put 6 bullets in his ass because he had a gun in his hand. And I looked in the comments. They said, well, he shouldn't have a gun in his hand when the cop come in the house. I've seen hundreds and hundreds of stories where white guys have guns in their hands, knives in their hands, and the police pull out a fucking taser. I've seen cops running away from people for white guys with guns and knives in their hands and being chased down the street, and they still try to subdue the guy and talk the guy out of shit. I can't stand you motherfucker talking about it gotta be a backstory, he shouldn't have this and all kinds of this. Motherfucker, when you go target practice, you look at a black fucking target. Or any fucking target practice. It's either a green, it's either gonna be a green board or a black target. We're trained and taught to shoot at black targets. Because the green targets are more expensive and then it's more like wood. So the black target's on paper and they got a black target in the fucking paper. You're trained, born and raised to fire and shoot at black targets. But no, let's double down on some shit. We're not going to teach the real history of how we colonized the shit, how we took over shit, how we erased shit, how we hate people to learn and get shit. Let's erase the shit and teach them that slavery was a good thing. It was a co-op. Motherfucker, they got us on ships, had us towed ahead on ships. Ships took weeks to get on board, get from one point to another part. The motherfuckers had us pissing shit and throwing up on ourselves. The ones who died were discarded. The ones who lived, they finally made it. We are survivors. People you see today, Sister Tasha Mack, Brother AC, we're survivors of those who made it from them fucking slave ships. The ones who finally made it through them bitches. Now you doubling down. You want to do some other shit in D.C. You want to change the name to the District of America so you can have more power to do some shit. Because you think the country of Colombia owned Colombia. The fucker is not even the same fucking spelling. The Colombia of District of Columbia is the same, is different spelling than the fucking country of Colombia. You fucking retard. Colombia, the country, don't fucking own the District of Columbia. You fucking retard. What you want to share? I did not plan for this part 3 to go in this direction. It was a trigger word that triggered my ass. We said segregation, the fucking sentence went off. Alright. So, this is what I'm gonna do, right? This is the fucking rap. Episode 88 is motherfucking done. Okay, motherfuckers? Okay, this is a wrap on episode 85, 86, excuse me, goddamn, 88, part 3. This is a fucking wrap. I want to recommend 5 movies and shows to watch or not to watch. The first one, I said it before, Ballerina. It's in theaters June 6th. It's a John Wick spinoff movie. It's a must watch. If you're a John Wick fan, you definitely want to see this damn show.
Ariana probably.
Huh?
No, she gonna be up in the mix.
Yo, it's gonna be off the chain. I'm telling you that. Another one. Raising Cain on Stars, featuring my man Lamar motherfucking Jackson. It's a must watch, y'all. Go check it out. And yo, and I'm still watching these KW skits. For this week it got kind of corny because they doing some shit in Spain and shit. Other than that, I love the skits. Some of them skits I be passing through and shit.
You gotta stay up to date.
I'm up to date. I watch it every fucking day. I watch these skits every motherfucking day. Some of them I just don't watch. I just skip over some shit. The ones that got with Amherst in Spain with Victor, I don't want to see that shit. So
you gonna be in the know.
I'm gonna be in the know. I'm always in the motherfucking know. I'm doing comments and shit. Y'all gonna see my name up in there that says Straight Hate. So y'all know that's me. So you got anything you want to recommend?
If you haven't seen it yet, Beauty in Black, I love that show. It's like up to episode 16. That's Beauty in Black by Tyler Perry. I think it's so gangster. I love it.
I'm not a Tyler Perry fan.
It's okay. It's not for you.
I'm not a Tyler Perry. I just can't.
I don't be watching the KWC. I definitely ain't.
I just can't get.
You trying to watch Lamar Jackson, but you don't hear me sitting there like, I can't get with Lamar Jackson.
Listen, I'm not against Tyler Perry. Do your thing, man.
But they
Progress. Do your thing. You're a billionaire. You doing your thing. You getting thing. No matter what I say, whatever, it's not gonna stop you from making your money anyway. I'm just not a motherfucking fan.
You gotta do your straight hate, and we know.
I'm just not a fucking fan of damn Tyler Perry, man.
It's okay.
Not a fucking fan. All right.
Could be a little bit of hate.
Straight hate, baby. Hey, yo, I didn't know this shit would go this direction. My bad. It took a lot of time. I apologize to my co-host. Hey, I'm sorry. I got.
This is your platform to vent.
Hey, I'm sorry. Listen, I didn't know I'm going this direction. It just said some keywords that just fucked me up. Listen, thank you, my supporters, for supporting my online store and podcast. Please continue to give me your feedback. I definitely appreciate it. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll give you a shout out next upcoming episode. I got a lot of people the shout out. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, please. Don't forget to check out my online apparel store called Straight Hate and Fashion and More. Go to straighthatingfashionandmore.com, straighthatingfashionandmore.com. Thank you for watching or listening, depending on what platform you're currently using. Follow my podcast on straighthating.cancels.com for video podcasts and straighthatingpodcast.buzzsprout.com for audio podcasts. I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and several other platforms. Here's my co-host, Tasha May!
Y'all already know it's Tasha May. When you say my name, make sure you say it completely. That's Tasha May. Holla back. Let's go. Let's go.
And I'm your host, A to the motherfucking C.
It's the place to be. Okay.
Okay? Hey, talk to you later. Peace.